Do you know that one of the greatest rescues in human history was carried out not by soldiers, but by ordinary people with small boats? Not warships, not giant fleets, just fishermen, ferry captains, and everyday citizens. And in the spring of 1940, they helped change the course of World War II. It was late May. The beaches of Dunkirk, France, stretched for miles wide, flat, and exposed. Across that sand stood hundreds of thousands of exhausted Allied soldiers, British, French, Belgian. They had been pushed back by the rapid advance of German forces. Trapped between enemy troops closing in from land and the cold waters of the English Channel. Behind them, the sky roared with aircraft. Explosions erupted in the distance. Smoke curled upward in dark columns. Every soldier standing there understood the situation. There was nowhere left to retreat. They weren't preparing for victory. They were waiting for evacuation, or capture, or worse, back. In Britain, the government faced a terrible reality. Over 300,000 trained soldiers were stranded. If they were captured, the nation would lose the core of its army. Prime Minister Winston Churchill knew this could mean the end of Britain's ability to defend itself. The Royal Navy began sending ships, destroyers, transport vessels, anything that could carry men. But there was a problem. The beaches at Dunkirk were too shallow for large ships to reach, and enemy fire made every approach dangerous. Time was running out. Then came a decision that would become legendary. The British Admiralty issued a call. They needed boats, small ones, civilian ones, anything that could cross the channel and ferry soldiers from the beach to the larger ships waiting offshore. And something remarkable happened. People answered. From coastal towns across southern England, civilians began preparing their vessels, fishing boats, river launches, pleasure yachts, lifeboats, tugboats. Some were less than 30 feet long. Many of the men who captained them had never seen combat. They were fathers, dock workers, retirees, teenagers who knew how to steer. They understood the risk. The English Channel was unpredictable even in peace. Now it was filled with mines and enemy aircraft. Still, they set sail. Hundreds of them, wooden hulls cutting through gray water, heading straight toward a war zone. When they reached Dunkirk, what they saw was staggering. Lines of soldiers stretched across the sand, orderly, quiet, waiting. There was no chaos, no riot, just tired men standing shoulder to shoulder, hoping for a way home. The small boats couldn't dock normally, so soldiers waded into the water, rifles held overhead, water rising to their chests, helping one another climb aboard. Some boats took just a dozen men at a time. Some made the crossing again and again, back to Britain, then back to Dunkirk, through smoke, through falling bombs, through uncertainty. The rescue operation lasted 9 days. Each day felt like a race against disaster. Enemy planes bombed the beaches. Ships were sunk. Some of the little boats were damaged or destroyed, but more kept coming. By day 3, it became clear that something extraordinary was unfolding.